This is Dalia, and I'm part of the horticulture team here at Rogers Gardens. And today I want to introduce you to some of the new spring plants that we just got here at Rogers. This plant here is Leucospermum yellow, and about 2 years ago we planted 3 of these on this hillside here. And look at it now, it is just blooming its head off, and it will probably bloom for months to come. One of my favorite plants is Alströmerias, and I know that there's a lot of great varieties out there, but we just came out with the new Alstroemeria, and it's this one here, and it's called Rock and Roll. Check out how gorgeous this beautiful foliage. It's variegated, and it comes out with these beautiful orange red with a little splash of yellow flowers on it. I highly recommend this if you want a cutting garden, and you don't have to cut it. You just pluck it right out and put it in the vase, and this will last at least 2 weeks in your vase. Now, a lot of people want to grow the bleeding heart, but they have a hard time growing it. But here is the new perennial bleeding heart. This will get about 24 inches tall and will bloom through spring and summer. And it just makes a beautiful little shade landscape plant, or you could just give it away as a birthday gift. Now, there are so many varieties of Helleborus, and Helleborus are very, very easy to grow. There's tall ones, there's short ones. We got a lot of new selections in this spring. This flower is just so unusual. I think that it's also a really neat conversation piece in the garden. It's wonderful in the shade, and it just takes average water, and the foliage is even really super beautiful as well. I highly recommend that you get these and just try them out. This is just a fabulous hardy perennial. My next shade lover is this wonderful Saxifraga. It's magenta flowers. It's very low. It just takes some average watering. You can tuck these in and around your shady garden. It just comes up and just bursts out with these beautiful little flowers, and the hummingbirds even love it. Now, for the lavender lovers, here's the new Lavender Voodoo for this year, and this is just out of this world spectacular. If you're going to use it, I highly recommend massing a lot of them all at once, or maybe massing it in a border so that you could really see the beautiful flowers. This thing non-stop blooming, and this fragrant, beautiful grayish bluish foliage is just outstanding. Once it's completely done blooming, if you just cut it back about halfway, this thing will just come right back and bloom again for the rest of the year. Now, I love azaleas, and look at this beautiful new azalea called Silver Sword. It's got a whole bunch of these beautiful buds coming in magenta color. They're getting ready to just burst out. It's just a very prolific bloomer. Has this beautiful variegated foliage, so if you're planting it up against some of the strong greens that are solid greens that are in your garden, this is really going to show up gorgeous. It's an acid lover, and it is a spring bloomer, and it is spectacular. Now, this is Stachy's Bello Grigio. This is in the lamb's ear family. This is a beautiful plant if you want to introduce a little bit of silver gray into the garden. It needs absolutely no pruning, so it's really a no maintenance plant. It's spectacular to mix in and around a garden just to bring out all the other greens and colors. If you've got the pinks and the purples, this is like such a great plant. Needs the full sun, and it's drought tolerant once it gets established. Now, I've got this gorgeous little gold dust is what it is, and this is just a fabulous ground cover. I can't even tell you how hardy this is. This makes a wonderful addition to any rose garden. If you're looking for something to plant underneath a rose garden, you can put these in your hanging baskets. These will cascade over your raised beds. This is just a great, strong little perennial that has these beautiful little tiny yellow blooms that almost look like little tiny pansies. It's just a really striking yellow because the whole thing just blooms, gosh, just about almost all year round. This is a great new plant and very drought tolerant once it gets established as well. Now I saved the best for last, and that's the Edo peonies. These Edo peonies come in so many different colors. They have a beautiful glossy green leaf. They will take the full sun to the partial shade. They are an acid lover and they are spectacular. They're very easy to grow, and I think that everyone should have one in their garden. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Dalia, and I'm so grateful that I can come and show you all these beautiful new additions to Rogers Gardens. Come on in and see them for yourself. Everything is so beautiful right now.